Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Diane, and with me, Linda De Gonzalez, and this is episode 5 of Into the Ether, where we do Akashic Records readings and energy clearing. So, if you would like to have your Akashic Records read today or have an energy clearing, please type in hashtag read. Oop, there we go. Please enter hashtag read to enter the draw for a reading. So just to be clear, these are randomly picked by the flying fickle finger of fate. So please, I hope you don't feel bad if you don't get drawn today. Please make sure that you subscribe to both our channels. So if you don't get picked today, you can try again during our next live. So how are you doing, Linda?
Uh, things are happening a little fast, and Wanda is not cooperating. She's yelling for me to go over and give her scritches, but she doesn't want to come and sit with me. So
Yeah, for now, we know Wanda, Linda.
yeah,
She's
she'll
going to
come.
want to be here when we start reading.
Yeah, she will actually.
And
She
also,
will.
speaking of Wanda, the members on Linda's channel can check out the emojis. You will find a lot of Linda emojis, of Wanda emojis there, rather.
No Linda emojis unless it's the
Yeah,
snort.
it's
The
Wanda.
snort is for yeah. The snort is mine, but
Yeah,
everything else is Wanda.
you will
Well,
find Wanda emojis, so please feel free to use them. And if you want to use them and you find it, even you don't find it there, those are member exclusive on Linda's channel. So please check out and do subscribe and also consider becoming a member to have those perks. Oh, let's say hi to the people who are in chat. Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for being here. So, hello, Kat. Hi, Maria. Annie Bear. Hello, thank you so much for being here.
hi
Um,
Annie there.
there's Julie Ann is here. Hi. So we have Sonia. Sonia Clabon is here. Al is here. Maureen D'Amico is here, and Kimby is here.
Hi
Hello.
Kim.
Oh, Teresa. Teresa White. Hi, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. It's really
Teresa, it has to, that the hashtag comes before the word read.
yeah. So please type in hashtag read.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hashtag read. Maria wants to know if tagging names easier on a laptop. Yeah, because I use Chrome to watch YouTube on my Chromebook, and if I just type in at and the first two letters of the username, it fills it in automatically, and I can't do that on my phone. And the phone is like the only thing the phone is easier for is using emojis. I can't use emojis on my laptop because, well, anyway, it's a big long story. It's a long way to navigate. So yeah, that's my experience.
Yeah. But it's easier to take your phone everywhere. So usually I'm on mobile.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to change this one for now. Okay, there we go. The banners. So you can
Okay.
see our beautiful names. Okay.
Yeah.
How
Yeah, we're having bad sunspot or sun activity right now as well. There's a big wave that's just hitting the earth today. If you watch Stefan Burns, you can get a complete. I do not have the I don't have the know-how to give you like the whole rundown. All I can do is tell you this is what I got from it. You'll have to watch Stefan Burns' channel. He has a video, I think either yesterday or today, about the whole thing. Yeah, we are experiencing today um, increased sun activity, solar activity.
Yeah, so if you feel like a bit off today energetically, like you feel tired and lethargic, it may be a contributing factor. I felt
And some
tired as
people are
well last
very
night.
Yeah, some people are really sensitive to it. Some people actually hear uh, like high pitched humming, and then it goes away with the when the solar wave or the solar storm, whatever it is, dissipates. Most of us just sort of feel either we can't sleep or we can't stay awake, or we're always hungry or we can't eat. Um,
That's
it's
me. I'm always hungry. These solar flares, they're not good for our diet.
no.
So
Hi,
hello to
Bob.
everyone who just came in. Hi, Bob. Nancy Ray, hello. Hi, Rush. Stephanie. If you just got here, we're using the flying fickle finger of fate today. So please type in hashtag read if you would like to enter the draw for a reading. Hmm?
The other thing that I've been, uh, aside from being Her Majesty's minion, I've been doing some interesting reading, or not just reading, but watching on um, on the future, and the future as how, not so much like what's going to happen in July, what's going to happen in September, um, because my experience as an Akashic Records reader is that it's really tiny wimey. It's very it's I have more success reading the future just by asking the guides than by going into the records, or at least I feel it's more successful. Um, and right now is a really apparently crucial point in humanity's development. Like these 5 years that are coming, starting I guess this year and going to 2030. These are crucial. It's a tipping point in human development. There's all kinds of astrology supporting that, and there's all kinds of some prophecy. Mm, and it's just really interesting to me how much of that comes down to uh, our belief in what we want, and our imagining what we want, and our visualizing what we want to happen, the kind of society that we want to live in, and how much of the future depends on what we create within it. It's like playing with plasticine, long distance with robot arms.
Yeah, we're molding our future, which is
Yeah,
interesting, Linda, that you said that, because my next topic for Soul Cloud, which is my show on Sundays, is setting intention. And
yeah,
up until now, I haven't really understood what my guides told me about it. So we're still communicating, and but I think a huge part of it is what you just said, because we're molding our future. So that's
yeah,
something for us to ponder about today.
yeah. Setting intention, and it's really important to set your vision and your intention, and really have a clear idea, a clear vision of
Hmm.
how you want to be living, how you want your community to be, um, and what you want in your life, in your future. That's way more important than asking a reader, whether it's a tarot reader or one of us psychic or Akashic Records readers. That's way more important than asking us what's the energy for July, or what's the energy for August, or am I going to get married this year, or questions like
Yeah,
that.
we
What's
could
your
ask
intent?
ourselves those questions. Do
Yeah,
I want to
absolutely.
get married, or do I want this, or do I want that?
What do I really want? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
an,
goodness.
a good thing
Crystal
to
Sonnet
ponder about.
says there was a tornado warning in Prince George, which is in northern BC. And she says it's rare. We never have that here. No, we never do. We never have that on the coast either. Uh, the only tornadoes in BC that I've ever heard of are in the interior, and Prince George is like way far north.
Yeah,
So I
please
hope
keep
you're
safe,
okay.
everyone in that area.
Yeah, I hope you're okay, Crystal. Oh, Wanda. Okay, you know what? I give
Okay.
up. I'm gonna try one more time.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to see if our giveaway tool is working. Okay, there we go. So far, we have 15 entries. So just please type in hashtag read if you still haven't. You only have to enter it once, and you'll be in for the draw for the entire session. Hello to the people who just came in. Hello as well, Kieran. Play Love Remember, hi. Thank you so much for being here. Angela, hello. Okay. Are you ready for our draw, Linda?
I absolutely am. I'm running this, right? Okay, hang on. Hang on. Let's start. Let's start with the important stuff. Uh, which of course,
Oh, wait.
yeah,
We haven't opened
we
the
haven't
Akashic
opened the
Records.
record.
Okay. Let's open the Akashic Records first. I'm going to read the
Let's
prayer
do
of
that.
protection.
Yeah,
Okay.
good idea. Ah,
Let's take 3 deep breaths. Only the highest frequency of love and light can remain in the sacred space, and all objects in the sacred space for the highest good of this group, consisting of the readers, those who are watching right now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay. All of their energies must leave now. All of their energies must leave now. All of their energies must leave now. Now I call in the highest level of the divine that knows that love is the power and the truth from which we read, our highest level guides and angels to help us with this reading. Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, please hold this sacred space. And so it is. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our highest good, the highest good of all, and the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Master, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please let us know this group in the light of the Akashic Records and enable us to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, teachers, and loved ones have for us. The records are now open. Okay,
okay.
we're ready to do the draw now. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you like to read in? Oh,
Crystal cards.
Crystal. Okay, Crystal.
Please type in your question, and to everyone who's going to get drawn, please be ready to type your question when you hear your name.
Yeah,
Isn't this fun? I love it when the giveaway tool is like running.
me too. I love it.
I love it.
Oh, no, we're not. Not me. No,
You win
no,
a lot
no.
during these readings.
I do, because I'm in all of them.
Watch me get picked next. Oh,
Okay,
Emily!
Emily,
Congratulations, Emily.
congratulations. Emily,
Please
please start
type
typing
in
your
your question.
question. And the next person is, let's see. Oops, I forgot the music. Sorry.
It's okay, I'm getting the music.
Oh, thank you. How?
Ow!
Oh,
So if you have
my
any
favorite
questions
one.
and clearing requests, please type them in. Again, that's Crystal Connor, Emily Lawrence Bradley, and Al. So I'm just keeping an eye
Now,
on chat for the questions. There's a slight delay, so
yeah, we're both, I think, lagging.
or StreamYard
Mm.
is. These times are weird
Or
technologically.
oh, okay.
There we
Here
go. Hi.
I've got Emily's question,
Hmm?
or you have. Was Erin says she expected you to get picked right after me. Yeah.
Don't worry, there's still a next round, Aaron. I'll get picked next round.
No, no, we can't. Or well, yours, yeah, for you, but not for me, because once your
Yeah.
name is picked, you're out of the running for the next round. Um, so we're just waiting for Al's question.
Yeah. So, Al, if you're still here, please let us know and please type in your question. Okay. So,
Yeah,
rigged.
rigged.
I know, right?
Totally. Absolutely. We've got our finger on the little button under the table at all times.
Like when you see your name, yeah, let's push the button.
Oh, here we
Okay,
go.
okay.
Here's Al. Got Al.
Okay.
Okay.
We got all three.
I think we
So,
both did it at the same time.
well,
I'm sorry.
great minds think alike.
We're we're
We've done that a few
we're
times today.
we're co-admins on
Mhm.
this particular show, and so each of us has equal powers, and so I can star something, and she'll star it at the same time, and it goes boop boop and disappears, and so it makes it really interesting, knowing exactly who's doing what.
Yeah. This is fun. Okay.
Okay, so
Um, we have Emily Lawrence Bradley's first. Um, I'm going to take this question, Linda. Is that okay?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going to take this question first. May you please have a clearing for what's most necessary? Okay. I'm going to ask the masters what needs to be cleared from you. The masters and your spirit guides. Mostly, I work with the spirit guides on this one when you do clearings. I'm getting you have some meridian point blockages. I'm just going to check where in your body those are. So meridian points, meridians are the circuits, the energy circuits in our body, Emily, and this is where energy flows. And sometimes it gets blocked too. So most of us are familiar with the chakras, and those are the energy centers in our body. So this one is where the energy flows. It runs throughout our body. And when there are blocks, sometimes it creates physical discomfort. So, what I'm seeing in your body, you have two blocks. One is in your right right temple, and the other one is in your right neck. Those two. So you might have. I don't know if you can validate it, but are those two causing you like headaches or physical discomfort? And also, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please always consult your medical professionals for your health. And our advice does not supersede a medical professional's advice. So please always consult your doctor and your medical professional. Yeah, okay. So usually when there are block meridian points in our head, it creates discomforts and sometimes headaches, migraines. You might have stiff necks as well since you have one meridian point blocked here. So if you would like to have those cleared, please just type in yes in the chat. Okay, I got you. I call in Archangel Raphael and Emily's spirit guides and angels. Please clear the two meridian point blockages in Emily's energy body. Thank you. Okay, clearing. And it's done. I hope that helps, Emily. Usually for meridian point blockages, the effect is instantaneous. So within the next hour, I hope that you get some relief from the headaches. And thank you so much for trusting us to do this clearing for you. Okay.
Thanks,
Next
Emily.
up, thank you so much, Emily. Next up we have Crystal Connors. So yeah.
Crystal wants to see some past life information, anything the masters have to say. I wonder if anything is affecting me now from that. Oh, okay, let's take a look. A lot of the readings that I've been doing the last 2 or 3 weeks, they all start with the same image, which is a person running away with their hands up in the air, and being chased down by people on horseback. Um, and and again, that's what I see with you, uh, Crystal. Um, and it's always the same image. It's kind of really beginning to bother me. Um, let me just take a deeper look. So you're in a really, uh, I I would call it the Arctic, but what part of the Arctic it is, I don't know if it like I don't know if it's um I don't think it's the Russian Arctic. This is above the tree line, and um it's probably not I'm pretty sure it's Canada, and I'm pretty sure that it's um the Central Arctic. Um, so what's happened is you're a family group, an extended family group. You're part of an extended family group. You're a woman. You're at the time that I'm seeing you, you're uh, you're you're a grandmother. I don't have any way of knowing how old you are, but I would guess at least your 50s. This is uh, this is before European contact, except you've heard rumors about funny, like from other people, about strange looking men, um, with strange looking, on strange looking kayaks, and who don't speak properly and who don't know how to feed themselves. And so, but you and your group, you've only heard rumors. You've never actually had contact with Europeans. And you're in the interior. You're not, you go near the coast, like because you're nomadic, you go near the coast, especially in the summer for fishing, so you can smoke your fish. Um, but but the rest of the time is spent in the interior. Now, now you're hunting for caribou, and you can't find the caribou where they're supposed to be. You there are about there's about 5 little kids and maybe, I don't know, 10 adults in that group. So you're searching for the caribou. You can't find them. And because you're the oldest, you decide that you're going to um, do the shaman's job because you don't have a shaman in your group. Um, there's only one shaman that you know of, and you don't know you have an idea where they might be at this time of year, but but it's it's too far to go without food. And right now you're very close to being without food. The children are catching rabbits, but you need caribou. You need the skins, you need the meat. And so you chant and you have a rattle. You chant and you rattle and play the drum and go into a trance to see where the caribou might be. And in your dream, you find them. In your trance dream is what I'm talking about. You find them. They're about 15 miles away. They're about a day and a half, 2 days trip away. And so everybody packs up and leaves and goes to find the caribou that you saw in your trance. And because you find them, because that's where they are, uh, everybody decides that you're now the shaman. Sorry. Everybody decides that you're now the shaman and you're going to do this because obviously you can. And so that's your new role in the community is you're the shaman. You have no idea what you're doing and you are crippled by self-doubt. But the fact remains that whenever you have to do shaman stuff, you're successful. You're able to uh, reduce fever in someone who broke their arm and it's been set, but now they have a fever. You're able to reduce their fever. So what's actually happened is that you actually are a really powerful seer and healer, and never tapped into it until your community needed you. And how that relates to your current life is that you are a powerful shaman and healer, and uh, well, maybe not a shaman, but you're a seer and a healer, and you might want to look into that. That it's not affecting you now, except the same way that not using your gifts affects everybody. I mean, if you don't use your gifts, they start to fester, right? And yeah, yeah, that's what I have for you, Crystal. I hope that's helpful. Um, you really are a very powerful healer.
Thank you so much for that question, Crystal. That reminds me, Linda, of what Diana said yesterday on Akashic Adventures. That once a shaman, was it Diana? Once a shaman, always a shaman.
Yeah,
So if you're not
yeah,
doing shamanic work, it's something that you can still do in this
yeah,
lifetime if you haven't considered it. So
yeah. I can tell you that the Inuit have a tradition. Uh, there's the possibility tradition. Normally, to be a shaman, you would have to study with a shaman. Okay, like you live with them and you fetch their water and you chop their wood and stuff like that. But there are stories about people who just suddenly became shaman, like you did, who just all of a sudden there they were doing doing shaman stuff. And yeah, it's a powerful it was a powerful lifetime for you. It was a formative lifetime, I should say. It left an impression, and it left you with many, many gifts.
Hey, thank you so much for your question, Crystal Connors, and I hope that helps. Hello to the people who just came in. Donna Marie's here. Hi, Donna. Hi, Audra. And Royson. Hello and welcome. And thank you so much all for being here. Um, Again, the questions and the readings are drawn at random using the flying fickle finger of fate. So please check the banner below. Oop, where is it? The banner below. Please type in hashtag read to enter the draw for a reading. Next up, we have Al. Al asks, I'm trying to tap into the trauma I've kept after the wars. So I think you're referring to the Lyran and Draconian wars here, Al. Please correct me if I am mistaken. Don't know if I did anything but trigger my asthma. Can you help? Can you help clear that? My green fluoride arrived, so I'm working it. Okay. So if anyone hasn't heard me before endorsing green fluoride, it's one of the protection stones against getting dark galactic implants. So it's very useful. So I'm glad that you got that, Al. But I'm getting that these your asthma isn't triggered or caused by a past life experience. So some of our physical issues are caused by past life experiences. But this one is just from this current lifetime. And it's more of an environmental issue. So I'm getting pollen or smoke or pollution that is currently around you. But I'm getting more that it's an environmental cause. Is what yeah, it's what the your guides are telling me. It's more of an environmental cause. So while we can't clear that, we can check if you still have other trapped emotions from the Lyran Wars that we can clear, because you are aware of it now, and what has happened. So are there any trapped emotions that we can clear from Al's body, Metatron? Yeah, okay. Could you please show me what that is? It's related to Clan Draconian Wars. Is it sadness? So I'm getting a general sadness, and it's more of like you've lost a lot of your family during the Lyran Draconian Wars. And aside from the grief and pain of losing them, the sorrow and the sadness, you felt the sadness after they had passed because you missed them a lot. Like I'm seeing you walking on a field and you were alone and you were recalling your family members who used to walk with you on that field. You were Nordic, I think, on this lifetime. Like you didn't have blue skin like the vegans did. So you were Nordic in this lifetime. And you were holding a basket in your hand under your arm. Yeah, and you felt very sorrowful and sad because you missed them. So yeah, if you would like to have this cleared, please just type in yes in the chat. Al.
Seen anything from Al. Al says they're using sage too much.
Oh, sage.
Do
This is
it's
one of
really
the downsides of sage. So that's why I don't use sage. I use crystals as much as possible. So yeah.
crystals and
Also,
bells. Yeah,
yeah, crystals and bells.
yeah.
Because all of them are frequency. So they're clearing frequencies that we can use. Yeah. Clearing it would be good. Okay. Thank you. Rest the clearing. Sorrow and trauma. Sorrow, trauma, and sadness, trauma. From Al's energy body, a physical body, in all timelines and all lifetimes, in the past, present, and future. For Al's highest good, the highest good of all, and the most benevolent outcome, Akashic Records Masters, Magnific Angel Metatron, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done, Al. Thank you so much for your question and for trusting us to do this clearing for you. And we hope that helps.
Okay. So now we're going to pick 3 more. Maybe we should do 4. No, let's do 3.
Okay.
And just a second.
Oop. I clicked on another one.
Did we step on each other?
It's okay. It's still going. So funny.
Okay. Cat,
Cat.
please start typing your question, Cat. And next we have Aaron.
Aaron.
Congratulations, Aaron. Please start typing your question. And the last person in this group.
Oh, it's me. Of course, it's me. Let's draw another one.
Okay. Teresa White.
So please start typing in your questions. We will be on the lookout for them. Oops. Okie dokie.
Did we do it again? Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Kat, Aaron Illusion, and Teresa White. Oh man, I'm 23 comments behind.
So I got Kat's question.
Okay.
Oh, you're very welcome, Al.
And Kieran, the prompt is #read. Yeah. No, just you just need to type #read once, and it enters you into the other thing is that just because you don't see your name doesn't mean that it's not going on in the background, okay? Because the actual randomization is going, like the screen is just a display. It has nothing to do, it just displays names. The actual randomization is going on in the software.
In the program. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't see your name in your display picture when we're doing the giveaway, please don't worry. As long as you have typed in the #read or the prompt, it's okay.
Yeah.
You're in the draw, and
right. And you didn't have any spaces in it.
Yeah. And if you entered it in like lowercase or uppercase, it doesn't matter.
Matter.
The giveaway tool is cool like that. It picks up all cases.
Okay,
Okay.
so I've got Aaron's question. Um, do we have Kat's question, you said?
We have Kat's question. We're
Okay,
still waiting for Teresa White's
Teresa.
question.
Is
So
Teresa White still here?
please let us know, Teresa, if you're still here. Um, there we go. And hello to the people who just came in. Hi, Sunnyland. Okay.
Okay, and Jay Roberts and Michelle. It's
Oh
always
yeah,
good
Jay
to see you.
Roberts. Hi. Thank you so much for being here.
Michelle's here. It's always good to see you. And Roisin Malcolm. God, I hope I said that right.
I think it's her first time here, Linda, so welcome.
Yep,
Please make sure you're
welcome.
subscribed to all channels.
Yes.
So,
Links are in the description if you want to email us and tell us, you know, whatever, book a
yeah,
reading.
we do
Emails
offer
are in the,
private readings, so
yes.
our emails are in the description if you would like to book a private reading with us. So I'm going to keep an eye on the chat, Linda. So let's get started
Okay.
with Kat. I think this is your question.
Uh,
There we go.
Cat is indeed my question. Oh, past life in Wales. Oh, that's a lovely place to visit. I love Wales. I love going to past lives in Wales. Wales in the north of France. Don't ask me why. I find them really nice. Mm. Well, there's a past life in Ireland too, right? Okay. There's actually several past lives in Wales. Let me pick. So I see a little cottage. Well, a little cottage. I mean, it's a family home in a little valley. There's a ton of sheep around, and there's a barn and outbuildings, and the granary and stuff like that. Um, it's not a little farmhouse. It's a pretty substantial farmhouse. There's 2 floors. It's not. It's a cottage. No, it's not a cottage. It's a big farm. Mm. So I'm looking at it from. Let me go down the hill. Yeah, it's a pretty big house. There's like 4 bedrooms upstairs, and you're the farmer. You have mostly sheep, but there's a garden for your own food, and you have a hay field, and your sheep they have a special kind of wool. Your sheep, um, your sheep wool, the wool from your sheep gets a good price at the market, because it's um, really coarse and rough and really good for making rugs and heavy, like camping blankets and stuff like that. It's not like merino, all long staples and very soft and fluffy and making nice sweaters. You wouldn't want this next to your skin. In fact, this is probably the sheep that defined the term hair shirt. Okay, when monks used to put on a hair shirt to torment themselves because that was supposed to be good spiritually. Well, yeah, this is the kind of wool that they made the hair shirt from because it was incredibly spiky and itchy and really uncomfortable. So it wasn't used for anything that would be worn next to the skin, but it was amazing for rugs and heavy, heavy blankets. And you were one of the few, um, and I mean, I'm a knitter. That's why I'm extolling the virtues of this particular yarn. I wouldn't want to knit with it, though my fingers would be bleeding. Um, so, so you were pretty well off. Now, people are wearing long dresses. I don't see any motorized anything, but there are railroads. So anytime between 1840 and 1890, I guess. Um, you're not far from the nearest village, like maybe 2 miles. Like it's a walk, but it's uh, not impossible. You have you have two cows. You're well off. You're doing well. It's not a vacation lifetime, but it's pretty close to it. Um, you're working. You work very hard. I mean, clearly, you work very hard, and uh, lambing season has the whole family out in the fields helping the sheep and bringing the lambs that are rejected home to be bottle fed by the fire. And um, yeah, there's no big there's no big thing. Like there's no big insight in this life except the joy of the land and the animals. Like that's the thing about this life is the that's what it is. It's the connection. It's the connection to earth, the connection to your land and how much you love it and how much you care about it and your animals and that you love and care about them. And you see your calling as a spiritual calling because Christ was a shepherd. And so you see that as making your work in a way holy. But your work is holy anyway. There's no there's no big drama. There's no, sudden illness or accident or beyond sort of the usual, you know, kid falling out of the hayloft and breaking an arm. It's not there. There's mm, it's a lovely lifetime, Kat. It's a lovely lifetime as that farmer in Wales. Yeah, yeah, deep love of the land and a deep love of the animals that you were charged with their well-being, and you took that very very seriously and very very deep into your heart. And the same with your family. You took their well-being and their welfare very very much as a your personal. It was absolutely a personal thing for you, which is lovely. But yeah, there are yeah, there are other lives in Wales that were not so happy, but this is the life that the masters brought to me today for you. Yeah. So I hope that was helpful.
Thank you so much for that question, Kat, and we hope that helps.
Yeah, thanks for letting me read for you, Kat. I really enjoyed that. It was a beautiful spot. It's the other thing I wanted to tell you. It was really, really beautiful. And you were aware of being surrounded by beauty every day of your life.
It feels very peaceful while you're reading for her, Linda.
It was
Oh,
actually.
yes. By the way, I haven't seen any questions from Teresa White. So Should we
Okay.
draw four after we get to Erin's question next?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Next up, we have Erin. Erin, no, no, hold on. I'm going to
Baby.
use this. Clearing if possible, please. Crushing depression since Mateo left me a year and a half ago. I don't know where to begin. Will my life ever be something that I can happy about? Yes. Without even checking into the records, yes, your life is something that you can be happy about. I am 101% certain. Your happiness isn't tied to anyone. It's something that we all can find within ourselves. And I know I have been there, and it may be very difficult right now, but please trust the universe and trust your guides and angels and trust yourself that you are going to get through it. It's going to be difficult, but once you heal and get through this, it's all going to be worth it. And thank you for this question. Immediately I'm getting the feeling that it comes in layers. So the trapped emotion that we need to be cleared here is blaming. And I'm getting that the root cause of this is not from this lifetime. You're blaming yourself, or someone has blamed you before, and it kind of like programmed you into blaming yourself. So when this person, when Mateo left you, you feel like it's your fault. And usually it's not just one person's fault. So I'm going to check the records what the root cause of this blaming trapped emotion is and where it is trapped in your body. Okay. I'm seeing it's trapped in your heart chakra. Akashic Records Masters and Angel Metaton. What's the root cause of this blaming trapped emotion, please? I'm seeing a lifetime in America. And I'm seeing the number, this happened in 1600s. And you were a small child, a boy in this lifetime. And I'm seeing you with a mother. And you have broken a cup. And in that lifetime, you were dirt poor. And you didn't have many belongings. You and your family, you have a father, but he's always working. So most of the time, you as a boy, you spent your time with your mom. And when you broke this cup, your mom was furious. And I'm seeing her wagging her finger at you, and just making you feel like you're worthless and just keeps blaming you for everything. But mostly I understand that it was your fault that you broke the cup, but she's transferring her anger from other things, from the state that they are in, that she is in, onto you, which you didn't deserve in that lifetime. But this is where it all started for you, Erin. You're a gentle soul, so whenever someone blames you, it really breaks your heart, is what I'm feeling. I don't know if you can validate that, but they're telling me that this has been going on for a few lifetimes right now. But yeah, that is the root cause of the blaming. Can we clear the trapped emotion now? Yes, okay. And they're telling me that like when Mateo left you, you blamed yourself. And not just that, for other people's actions. You blamed yourself for other people's actions as well. And your guides, they're telling me own what is yours. Own up to your actions, but don't take other people's actions up onto you. Don't be responsible for other people's actions. Just for yours. Because it's not your fault, Aaron. Truth be told, it's not your fault. So I hope that helps. And please, if you would like to clear this, type in yes in the chat. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Aaron. Okay. Got you, Aaron. There was clearing of this blaming chat emotion from Erin's physical body, from her energy body in all timelines, in all lifetimes, the past, present, and future, for Erin's highest good, the form, the most benevolent outcome. Archangel Metatron, Akashic Records Masters, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. Okay, and it's done. So thank you so much for letting me read for you and for trusting us to clear this for you, Erin. And we hope that helps. Okay.
Okay, we are ready to pick the next 4.
Yeah. We're drawing 4
People.
today, this time.
Yeah, we're going to draw 4 because we didn't get Teresa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a second here. And ouch. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to end quite so abruptly. Maureen D'Amico, are you still here, darling? And
I love them. Yeah.
little meow.
Butterfly
Butterfly
7431.
Butterfly, are you here? Please start typing in your question. And next we have
Stephanie.
As soon as you hear your name called, please start typing your question. Right. No, we need one more.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Did I do that? No, I didn't do that.
Yeah. I did it.
Hang on.
I forgot that we were drawing 4.
Yeah, we're drawing 4 this time. Okay. And hold on. Donna Marie.
Oh, Donna Marie. Donna Marie has left. She has work. So we'll draw for another one.
Okay, we'll do another one. Come on, don't be Julie Ann.
Julie
I'm
Ann.
pretty sure.
Congratulations. So
Okay.
please type in your
Julie's.
question.
Yeah, Maureen, I love the kitty song too. It's my favorite. Okay. We have Maureen's question. We have Stephanie's question. Okay, so let me check these off. Maureen and Stephanie. We
We
need
have
butterfly.
butterfly.
And we have butterfly. Okay, we
Yeah,
have
we have
butterfly
butterfly.
and we have Julianne. Julianne, are you
We
still
do we
here,
have
darling?
Julie Ann's question now?
We
Oh, I
do?
see. No, we don't. I was asking.
Oh, we don't know.
Oh,
No,
there we
I
go.
haven't. Is Julianne still? Oh, yeah, she's still here.
Yeah.
Okay, Julianne, type. Type, 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 type.
I got her question now. So, wait, who?
Julianne? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
see it.
have Julie Ann's. So
Okay, all right.
whose turn is it? Oh, it's yours. So I'll give you
Yeah, it is
Stephanie's.
mine.
Wait, who? Yeah, okay.
Okay, so know more about my ancestors. I don't know much about them myself. Okay. Um, you're talking about like your this the ancestors in this lifetime that produced you, right? So you're talking about your genealogy. That's a really interesting topic to get into, um, because um, I did it for a long time. I still sort of do it kind of occasionally. There's lots of resources that are online. You can start with familysearch.org. Um, and I was able to track my one branch of my birth family back to like the 1500s in England. Um, okay, so so this is in the nature of a quest for you, like a side quest, or well, maybe not a side quest, but a quest for you. Um, you know how we're always talking about, or maybe not we, maybe me, maybe it's me that's always talking about um, finding our calling by following the breadcrumbs and saying, oh, this looks like fun, or this looks interesting, or I want to know about that, or I'm curious about this, and then following the breadcrumbs to learn more about it. This might be your breadcrumb to find out more about your ancestors, so that you can well, just so that you can learn about it, but also so you can help other people, um, with the knowledge that you gain, your ability to assist others. It's a whole field of study. Um, are you adopted, Stephanie? I'm getting the feeling that you're adopted. Um, because I was adopted. That was the big part of my. It's like adoption 101, right? You want to find out where you're from and what you bring. You're not. Oh, okay. Well, then I suggest that this isn't really a spiritual question. Hi, Gerald. Thanks for coming by. This isn't really a spiritual question in the sense that I can answer it with fact. You want facts, and the facts that I can give you have to do with your spirit, and maybe not a lot to do with your reality. Maybe this is let me just figure this out. Give me a sec. So my guides are telling me that this is this is a quest for you. That this is something that will bring you um, great satisfaction and accomplishment to a deep sense of accomplishment to figure it out. Um, they're telling me that your lineage includes stories of heroism and self-sacrifice, and there's also thieves and lowlives in there. Well, I mean, it's true of everybody, right? Um, but that you will find inspiration from the stories that you learn. So, so I'm going to give you. You can't ask your mother about her family. Okay. Okay, and you wrote all this down, I hope, what your paternal grandmother told you. So, so yeah, the next step is a DNA test. Um, Nobody is sponsoring me to say anything, but Ancestry has the largest database. And also, once you get your Ancestry test, you can upload it to places like GEDmatch, which is worldwide. But that's all like details. So there are also DNA angels. There's a group on Facebook that will help you figure out your ancestry. So like if you don't know who your great grandfather is or whatever, they will help you figure it out genetically. It's a free service. Um, and start with your mother's and father's birth certificates and see who their parents are, and then go back and look for those, because that's how you work, is you work from the certificates. um, I had a hard time because my grandparents came to Canada from Ukraine, and so uh, it's not a lot of documents that are online from Ukraine, but there are getting to be more and more archival documents put online by Family Search. I mean, um, this is your quest, Stephanie. This is your quest. This is uh, your the task that's in front of you. Thieves and shady people. Yeah, well, we've all got them, we've all got them. Like not everybody is a princess or a rich merchant's son or anything like that. So yeah, good luck, Stephanie. uh, well, then start with your mother's DNA. Or if she doesn't want to give it, then start with your own, because you can still track it that way. But really, that's all the guides are telling me. They just keep saying, yeah, it's her job. It's her job. It's what she's supposed to do. So my heart goes out to you, girl. But it'll be fun. It's a real interesting thing to do. It gets exciting sometimes, especially when you find siblings you didn't know anything about.
I like how you called it a quest, Linda.
It was a quest.
Because it really is. It feels like a
Yeah.
quest.
Yeah. For me, it was a
Yeah.
quest for connection,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
So
So
thank you so much for that question, Stephanie. That's very interesting. That's very interesting reading. So next up, we
Stephanie, if
have.
you want to email me, I can give you. If you want to email me, my email is in the description. If you want to email me, I can give you like lots of places to look, but you can get that off of genealogy websites. You can get that from Family Search. They'll give you a whole research plan and everything. So you don't need me to do that. You can find that.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, go ahead, Di.
No worries. Okay, so next up we have Butterfly 7431. May I please have a clearing for my gallbladder and liver? Thank you. So again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please always check with your medical professionals for matters concerning your health. So, okay. Are there any trapped emotions, please? Okay. So we can clear some trapped emotions from your gallbladder. That's what your spirit guides would like me to focus on today, just the gallbladder. Let's see. What trapped emotion is affecting her gallbladder the most right now? Metatron, please. Nervousness, worry, despair. I'm getting despair, butterfly. Is it from this present lifetime? But it's not coming from this lifetime. There is a trapped emotion of despair in your gallbladder that is affecting you. So I'm just going to check the records for the root cause or root origin of that despair. Huh. I'm seeing something, but I can't describe it. And when I ask the Akashic Records masters where it is, they're telling me that it's off Earth. Like it's not from here. So I'm just going to check where that is from. What star system was this from? Was this from Mars? Was this from Maldic? Okay. So I'm getting that this trapped emotion of despair is coming from a lifetime in Maldek. So this isn't from a separate star system, it's from ours, just from a different planet. So Maldek is the current asteroid belt. It's in between Mars and Jupiter. So if you're asking, why is it an asteroid belt? You told me it's a planet. It used to be a planet, but because of the chaos that happened in Maldek, it got blown out. I think there were nuclear wars in there. And so I'm seeing that you were there during the nuclear wars, and there was just a lot of chaos. Like I'm seeing that the Maldek part where you were in, there was a lot of darkness. Like there were just black, violet, and blue colors where you were at. And you were hungry? You felt hungry. And you didn't know anyone. I just got the feeling that you don't have anyone to ask for help or to run to. You had no one. You felt very desperate because there are ongoing wars in Maldek at the time. How is this affecting her? I'm being told that it's affecting you right now. Like there is a spiritual PTSD almost. You can't stand conflict. or it gives you discomfort in your stomach area or where your gallbladder is what I'm getting. Butterfly. So I don't know if you can validate this for me, but yeah, that is the origin of this trapped emotion. So if you would like this to be cleared, please type in yes in the comment section. We've talked a bit about Maldic. If you would like to know more about it, um, oh, thank you for that validation. We've talked about it in a previous video with Diana Bowles, Ali, and All White Dragon. And the title of the video or the live stream was Orion Wars. So there's a huge history in Maldic that you may want to know, but you were on there. You were a Maldekian. Okay, let's clear that. I request the clearing of this despair trapped emotion from butterfly's energy body and physical body in all timelines, in all lifetimes, in the past, present, and future. For butterfly's highest good, highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters, Archangel Metatron, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done, butterfly. I hope that helps, and thank you so much for your question. Okay. Next up, we have Maureen D'Amico. For you, Linda. Did I have a past life with my current father?
Well, yeah. General, I mean, not universally speaking, but generally speaking, anyone who's in your immediate family is someone who is part of your your close soul group, you know, and so usually those souls tend to travel together. Um, Hold on for a second here. There. So, so yeah, so those souls. Hi, Edward Kenneth, and also I forgot to say hi to Diana, oil painter. I didn't even see you come in. Sorry, darling. Um, so those souls tend to travel together, exchanging roles, parent, child, sibling, grandparent, grandchild, um, in the same sort of family constellation, aunts, uncles, cousins, in the same kind of family constellation. And so I don't even need to, I mean, if it's in a close family situation like that, this is not a brand new soul that you have never worked with before. Okay, those souls are usually when in the first soul contracts, those are usually um, figures like teachers or best friend's brother or sister or something like that. You know, like at a remove, but still within your sphere, still within your group, but not your immediate family. Now, let me just take a look. You've had a lot of lifetimes with this soul. The two of you have danced together through many. Why are these? They say dance together. Okay, because it's a kind of a push-pull relationship. It's kind of a relationship where one pushes and the other one pulls, and there's always some sort of like tension like this going on. And the reason that you keep signing up for working together and contracting to work together is because that's a real effective way for the two of you to learn the lessons that you set out for yourselves. We're all different, and that kind of that kind of push pull relationship Yeah, that would make me personally crazy, but uh, it works for some people, and good, because none of us were not the same. Now, each of you finds the other frustrating. Each of you finds the other. Okay, your father loves you deeply, but is at a loss really as to how to communicate with you. Does any of this resonate for you, Maureen? Does any of this, can you validate any of this? I'm looking for a previous lifetime with them, and I see 1850s in England. There's there's railways, and there's uh, there's beginning to be I can see farms that have steam um, equipment, harvest equipment, like I guess the beginning the harvester. They weren't combines yet. They were separate. And and your tenant farmers. Your father is your eldest daughter in this lifetime. In this lifetime that I'm looking at in 1850, you're the father. The father? Yeah. And you're about 11 or 12. You're a girl in that lifetime as well. Or sorry, you're the father. Your father is a girl of about 11 or 12. And the woman that you're married to is actually their stepmother, um, because your first wife, so God, this is confusing. Your first wife died in childbirth or shortly after childbirth. I mean, I think the child was like a month old. And so you remarried like 3 months later, which was common at the time. Okay, this was not unusual. Um, and went on to have more children with his second wife, of course, because, no birth control. And so you spend a lot of your time out of the house because you're a tenant farmer. So some of your time, most of your time is spent, in fact, nearly all of your time is spent harvesting the fields and working the fields for the landowner, along with other tenant farmers who belong to the landowner. It's all very feudal. And you have a horse and a plow, and everything is horse. Everything is horse and oxen to pull the equipment. Now, your wife is very enterprising, and she has some chickens and a garden and a cow. And so she is able to sell some eggs and some vegetables at the market. So you're doing, for a tenant farmer, you're not living in abject bone crushing poverty. You're doing pretty well. And then you hear that the farmer wants to buy, the landowner wants to buy one of these newfangled steam machines. And that means that you won't have a job anymore. And that means that you won't have a place to live anymore. Now there's about 4 or 5 kids. And your father, the eldest daughter, okay, tells you that she's willing to go to work because so far she's been home helping her mother with the animals, in the barnyard and with the garden and looking after the younger children and stuff. But she says she'll go to there's a town a mile or so away with a factory, um, and she's willing to go work in the factory. So you finish out your tenancy, and then at the beginning of the spring, in the beginning of spring, you move yourselves lock, stock, and barrel to a new place that you rent in the town. Your daughter goes to work. Your wife goes to work. And you don't really want to work in the factory. Oh, you really don't want to work in the factory, and you're really sad because you loved farming. You're really sad that you can't do it anymore, but most of the farmers in the area, they're going to be they're planning on making their move to this machinery and getting rid of their labor. But you still manage to get jobs at harvest time. But you fall into drink, you fall into despair, and then you start to drink. And then life really becomes hell. It becomes hell for everybody. What happened? Yeah. Yeah. So there's an accident uh, on the land of a farmer that you are doing the harvest with. There's an accident that it doesn't sound particularly serious. I mean, and farm accidents happen all the time, even today. Uh, a blade from a cutter got you across the calf of your leg. But what was deadly, what killed you, but not for like 3 weeks, was the infection that set in and that nobody could do anything about at that time and in that place. And so you died, and your wife and daughter, father were left destitute, along with the like 3 or 4 younger kids. Ouch. I'm finding it really hard to breathe, and it's not. And if, oh, you move to the city, you decide to go to the big city and work in a bigger factory because that's the only way that the two of you can make and by this point you're about 14, or you're dead. Your daughter is about 14, and you move to the city and try to live there, but you're dead. So Oh, Maureen, you do. Okay, well, yeah, you do come from a long line of tenant farmers. Back to England, you were tenant farmers. Your father, your father's soul, okay, in this little 14-year-old girl who's working in a factory, and it's a cotton mill. Big, I mean, you can look them up on YouTube. These ginormous looms that are like they fill rooms, and these people running back and forth and losing their fingers, and I mean, and breathing in the cotton, the fluff from it, not just the fluff from it, but also the the pollution in the air, because this is a big city. Uh, well, it's not London, but yeah. And yeah, that was a hard life for your father. And he, that soul, your father's soul, really, really missed the the life on the farm because it was clean and it was you had enough food, which in the city you got shitty food and there was never enough to feed everybody. So at least on the farm, you had your fresh veg that you grew yourself and preserved yourselves, and even though it was really hard and really hard work, it was a better life, you thought, because you were working, just not you, but your father. He thought it was a better life because even though he was working just as hard, life just was just awful. There's just a little room that all of you lived in, and yeah, yeah. Daddy's father died when he was a baby in this life. He was a farm boy and grew up on a farm in this life till he was 18. Yeah. His soul is tied to land and working the land. His soul finds deep satisfaction in doing that. Um, and yeah, it's a deep need for him to be close to the land and to work with the land. He may not even be aware of it. He may think, oh yeah, that was a good time. He may not be consciously aware of how closely tied he is to working the land. Some people just are born farmers. Like they really, not born farmers, but some people just have this really deep connection to the land, and to growing. Oh, stop biting me. You're going to go home in a second. Ooh.
That's interesting, Linda. There are a lot of Laren
What? You're frozen. Oh, please don't go. Don't drop out. No. Uh-oh. Did I freeze? Did I freeze too? Am I still here? Can somebody in the chat let me know if I'm still here? Yeah, I am. I can see myself. But Diane is okay. Diane, okay, good. Diane has frozen. She'll be right back in a second. While we're here, um, oh, her phone restarted. Okay. Let's see. This is hi, Brina. This is okay. She'll be right back. I just she's in the chat saying she'll be right back. Okay, great. So now I'm living my worst nightmare, which is having to chit chat to fill in the silence. Let's see. I mean, I hope that helped, Maureen. I hope that gave you a little insight into your relationship with your dad. Um, and um, there was some interesting comments earlier. Let me see if I can find them. Shh, 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 shh. Maureen's dad loved to work with his hands. Yeah. Mm. And Stephanie is talking to Al about genealogy. Stephanie, oh, you're Swedish. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. Second generation immigrant from South America. So start with your mother's and father's birth certificates, okay? Start with that and their place of birth, and then go back to those places and look up their parents and see where their parents were born. Um, you go from what you know to what you don't know, and you use the documents to do that. But yeah, mm, it's not as easy as if you're from Northern Europe or North America. Well, you're from Northern. Well, no, South America is a little iffy. Okay, Diane's coming.
There we go.
Thank goodness.
I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, it's not your
My
fault.
my yeah, my computer just restarted for some reason. I don't know why. What is happening in this
Time for
world?
an update.
Yeah, it's time for an update, probably. Okay.
Automatic update.
Yeah, so I'm on my phone right now. So I look different. So we were just
Okay.
going to get our, is it our last question, Linda?
Uh, let's see. Yes, Julianne is our last question.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
I can
she was
scroll up.
registered
Oh, there we
illegally.
go.
I don't even know what that means. Hi, Julianne. And there we go.
Stage. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. I would like to have a clearing. I have been having hives and curious what and if they might be connected spiritually, please, and thank you. Julianne, I just want to ask, is this something that is happening for you for a while, or was this something that happened recently?
Ah, sorry.
I
I
got
did the
scared
wrong
for a
one.
second. I thought
It was
I got
me.
booted out again.
I'm looking for the layout tool where I can put you in the spotlight.
Okay. Okay, off and on, but it's gotten worse lately. Okay, let's see. Also, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please always consult with your medical professional for matters concerning your health. So, what's this? What's the cause of the hives, please? I'm getting more that this is biological. So it's really out of my scope, Julianne, but I'm picking up something else. Mostly it's biological. So the past ones are biological. This one might have a contributing factor. Okay. So there are some entities that are attached to you. So we get entity attachments most of the time when we astral travel, and also when we vibrate at a lower frequency. That's mostly when entities attach to us. So when we're feeling a lot of anger, yeah, for when we're feeling a lot of anger, some entities may attach to us because we are vibrating at a lower frequency. Okay. So this is one of the reasons. And have you traveled someplace that there's a lot of nature? So I'm getting there's more than one type of entity attached to you right now. So please validate it if you've traveled to a place where there's a lot of nature or there's a lot of flowers. Sorry, I can't read it. No, I haven't lately. I used to live in South Lake Tahoe. Okay, there. And Reno over 3 years ago. Okay. One of the entities is like they usually attach to people when we travel to places and we don't pay respect to the elementals there. So some of the entities attached to you are elemental entities. So there might be a flower or a plant that you stepped on during a travel. This is recent. I feel that this is recent. So that's one type, and there's another, and we'll remove them. Cotton. Let's remove all the entities. Julian. So the entities have been removed. I'm just going to clear your aura very quick. Archangel Raphael, please clear Julianne's aura. And it's done. So um, I asked these questions because there's a kind of entity that attaches to us that causes hives. Interestingly, um, one of the ways where you can know if it's spiritually related is when you sage and the hives go away. That means it's likely entity related. Um, so next time it happens, I hope it doesn't happen again. But the next time it happens, you can try saging it first. So try saging it first, and if it disappears, that's likely spiritually related. Um, we need our auras to be cleared. First, as entity, we need to clear the entities and then clear the aura, which we've already done. If the hives still appear, please go to your doctor because I'm getting that it's not just energy related or spiritually related. A lot of it is more on the biological factor. So the spiritual side is more of just a contributing factor to it. But I hope that helps, Julianne, and thank you so much for trusting us to do this clearing for you. Um, how are you feeling, Linda? Sorry, I can't see.
I'm good.
Yes.
I'm good. I Wanda is now arguing happily with the budgies, defending her perch,
We know Wanda.
defending
She
her
loves
air,
her perch. And
defending her air supply from the budgies
yeah.
breeding too much of it.
Hmm. Okay.
So
I just
yeah,
wanted to check. But I think we are way past the hour. So um, I think that's the last question that we're going to take today. But before
yeah,
we end this session, let's do a clearing because some of our readings are have been pretty heavy. I
yeah,
feel it in my body. Okay. So
yeah.
let's do a clearing first. I call in Archangel Zadkiel and Archangel Uriel. Please wrap us in the violet flame and transmute any low vibrational or negative energies that are in our body and in our energy body right now. Archangel Raphael, please wrap us in your green teal orb and help us heal with the knowledge that we've gained through the readings in the session. I call in Archangel Michael. Please wrap us in your blue bubble of protection as we go through this day and as we process the healing and the downloads that we got during this session. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And um, let us close the records before we forget. Okay, I would like to close by thanking the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to close by thanking the Akashic Records masters for their point of view. And I would like to close by thanking the divine source for all the knowledge and healing. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen.
Oh, you're
Okay.
welcome, Julianne. Um, I'm a little concerned about a conversation that I see going on between Sunnyland and Jay Roberts. Um, you know, well, I shouldn't comment, Diane. It's your channel. Sorry, you go. If you want to comment
No,
on it,
sorry. I can't see them actually.
uh, just let me. Oh, I can't
So
move
hold
back.
on.
I thought I could move so that you could see it on the screen, but um, okay. So I'll just go then. As a reader, the only problem that I have with people in the chat is when they volunteer or not when they volunteer information and say, "Oh, and I see your grandmother doing this," or "and I do this and that." No, 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 no. If you want to do readings, get your own channel. Okay. It. Other than that, you're free to comment however you would like to. I mean, respectfully and politely, and um, and the usual sort of community guidelines in place, especially for our community, because our community is supportive and loving more than anything. So I don't know. Do you find it disturbs you, Diane, if someone uh, commenting while you're reading? It doesn't bother me, but
It
everybody's
doesn't
different.
bother. Yeah, it doesn't bother me while I'm reading, but it bothers the people who are in the chat because they get distracted. They can get distracted when we're doing that, and I think um, I would appreciate some respect as well, not only in my channel, but for other readers as well, because it I find it rude because you might be, especially when you're reading someone who did not give you the permission to do that. You're
Mhm.
tapping into energies
That are not
that
yours to tell.
you
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So you need
So,
permission to do that. So I would
so
very much appreciate if you don't
yeah,
do that on my channel.
yeah. But that's not what we're talking about, Jay Roberts. You absolutely can speak, and you can ask your questions, and you can ask your questions um, of whoever is being read. Now, that's not going to disturb either of us as readers. Okay. Now, it may, no, no, you can talk during the reading. I'm telling you, Jay Roberts, you can talk
Mhm.
during the reading, and you can talk to whoever you want to talk to during the readings. But if I'm reading for, say I'm reading for Crystal Connors, but you're asking her a bunch of questions, that's distracting her from what I'm saying. Okay. And the
Yes,
readings
precisely.
for her, the readings for her. Now, she can choose to ignore it, but it's really hard. I mean, I've been in chat, okay? It's really hard to ignore that. And so, and that's the only thing for me, and I think for Diane as well. That's the only issue, along
Mm.
with, like, reading for somebody who didn't give you permission. But you're not doing that. You want to chat, that's fine. And I know you were trying to help. I saw the whole conversation. I watched it go by, and you didn't do anything wrong. And Sunnyland acted out of a misunderstanding. and she
Oh, I
didn't do
see.
anything wrong either. Okay,
Okay.
it's not a question of somebody, somebody's to blame and something was done wrong. No, 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 no. Sunnyland misunderstood and
Okay.
corrected you in without, I think, justification. You're fine, Jay Roberts. We are um, we are big on boundaries here. Yeah, we are.
Mhm.
Play Love Remember. We're big on boundaries. We're big on consent. We're big on free will. And it's why we don't read third parties. It's why we get upset when someone in the chat starts trying to read for the person that one of us is reading for. I mean, that's just
Mhm.
downright rude. And it's our channel. And if you want to read for people, then start your own. You're not going to do it on my channel. That's just rude. And also, did you get consent? Number one, aside from
Yeah.
being rude, did you get consent? So,
That is my main concern, consent.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah, no, Roberts, you didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing for you to apologize for. Stop
no,
it.
it's okay. It was a misunderstanding, but it's a good discussion, so we
Yeah,
can set our boundaries.
yeah,
With the people in chat. And usually, it's not just for this chat. It's for others as well in the
yeah,
community. But
yeah.
just to be clear, you didn't do anything wrong. It was a misunderstanding.
It's not your fault. And stop it. You're worse than
Hmm.
me, and I'm Canadian. Holy shit. I have never seen this before. There was nothing
Jay
wrong with
Roberts, are you Canadian too?
it. Oh God, maybe, eh?
Happy
No,
belated Canada Day.
don't
And
leave.
thank you so much, everyone. And we highly appreciate chat participation. But yeah, that's where we draw the line. Like, just don't read for other people without their concern,
Yeah,
without their consent, rather.
yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah,
And please, when there's misunderstandings, forgive yourselves. You know,
yeah.
forgive
Like
yourselves.
we, like what I usually say is when there are emotions, heightened emotions, we recognize it, we name it. Like we are concerned or about
Yeah,
something, and we feel it in our body, and then we learn our lesson and we let it go. And now
yeah.
the lesson is, yeah, don't comment or don't read for other people without their consent, their consent.
Consent.
And
Nobody
yes,
did that
and
today, by
also
the way. Nobody
yes,
was
nobody
doing
did that, but
but nobody
but I
did
think
that.
that's what where the misunderstanding stemmed
Yeah,
from, and so it
yeah,
was just a misunderstanding. So right now we are letting it go.
yeah. Yeah, we know you were trying
Yeah,
to help Jay Roberts, and there is
yeah,
absolutely no blame on you and no fault attached to you. And
uh-huh.
I
And to
hope you come
Sunnyland
back
as well. Thank you so much
for Sunnyland.
for
Yeah,
helping. Yeah,
yeah.
because she's a
So
mod and she's just doing her job.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
As she understood it,
Hmm.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so yeah, okay.
Hmm. Thank you so much for your
No
understanding, both of
problem,
you,
no.
and for the
Yeah,
people in the chat.
yeah. Yeah, and
Okay.
I really hope you come back, Jay Roberts, because
Mm-hmm.
I can see that you're a helpful person who's trying to assist. And I got nothing but big welcome for a soul like you, you know?
Yeah, we
So
appreciate each and every one of you who are coming here and spending your time with us. There are a lot of other channels and a lot of other content, videos, and you can read a book during this time, but you're spending it with us. So we highly appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. There's lots of things you could be doing on a beautiful sunny afternoon like this. So
So thank you so much for spending your time with us. Linda, what are you up to next after our show?
well, time has become very slippery for me. And tomorrow, tomorrow, my Thursday show, oh God, my Thursday show is the time has changed from 2 o'clock Pacific to 1:30 Pacific, which makes it 4:30 Eastern, because I'm having Val Dragonfly Crystals on my channel. She was our teacher. So like this is this is big, 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 big scary stuff.
No, what do you mean
No, it's
scary?
not scary. It's not scary.
I'm
Val is
excited. I'm
Val is
excited to be there.
Yeah, Val is a wonderful teacher, and Val is and a wonderful human being, and I'm really excited to have her on tomorrow. So that's at 1:30 Pacific or 4:30 Eastern time. And I haven't, and see, this is the part where time is slippery. Normally, I would have had this all set up like a week ago, but somehow time got real slippery and fell out of my hands, and I haven't set it up yet. Ah, so watch
It's
for
okay.
the.
You still have time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll have it done by supper time. That's fine. So
Yep.
if you could just make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you want to see this, we're going to be doing readings, Akashic Records readings. If you want to be notified, hit the notification button. And I'm not sure if Val is going to be simulcasting or not, seeing as how I haven't sent her the link or had any discussion with her at all. So we'll find out. That will be that'll be interesting. Monday, I'll be simulcasting from Gerald's channel. He's hosting a discussion on creativity with Diana Bowles and I. And so we will be talking about that. And Tuesday is Akashic Adventures. I'll be hosting that, and Viviani will be simulcasting. So that's what's happening. And also, I should warn you guys that the last 2 weeks of July and the first week of August, I'm just going to be doing the bare minimum. I'm going to be doing Akashic Adventures and my Thursday show, because my friend, my friend of 40 years, is coming to visit from Toronto. Party. Well, not exactly.
It's fire
We're
time.
so
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
yeah, it's going to be fun. I haven't seen her since 2017, and so this is going to be a wonderful reunion. And yeah, I get to be a tourist in my own city, and I live in a big tourist city, but I never do tourist stuff because I live here. So I've never done things like gone to the Lynn Canyon there's a hanging bridge in Lynn Canyon. Now, it used to cost $20, but I hear the price has gone up. And so I may not do that, but who
Mhm.
knows? Anyway, we're going to have fun. And,
Yeah,
those of you who
you
are
really
members on,
deserve a vacation and break. Yeah.
well, it's not going to be really a vacation. It's just, I'm not going to be live as much. The other thing is that those of you who are members on my channel, I love you so much. You're going to have like front row seats to all of the exciting things these two old ladies get up to. So, hanging off of the suspension bridge. Yeah, we're gonna do like we're gonna go to Whistler and walk around and buy $4 coffees and oh, the Capilano
It
suspension
sounds
bridge.
fun.
Yeah, that's it.
So
That's what it's.
yeah, everyone, if you don't see much of Linda this month, please don't worry. She's okay. She's having the time of her life. Okay, and for me, I'll have Soul Cloud next
Yeah.
Sunday, which is it's going to be on 5 p.m. EST. It's going to be a Tanabata special. So it's a festival in Japan, and one of the traditions during Tanabata festival is hanging your wishes on a bamboo tree. So we're going to do a virtual thing of that. We're going to set our intentions, and we're going to talk about why setting intentions is important. And of course, Akashic Records readings and clearings is going to follow after the discussion. So I hope that everyone's going to be there. I hope to see you soon. And
Oh,
also next Thursday, we're going to have the Galactic Show with Ali, Diana Bowles, and Paul White Dragon. So
yeah.
we're talking about the Arcturians. And then I know there are a lot of Arcturians in our community. So I hope to see you there as well. And please look forward to that. Yeah, yeah, Linda, you.
I'm a short green, or I was a short green Arcturian, not one of the tall, beautiful blue ones. No, no, short and green. That's me.
The green ones are cute, if I may say. You're cute.
The green ones are cute. Yeah, Kermit the
Yeah,
Frog is cute.
Michael J. Frog is cute. Okay, that's it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. And we hope to
Thank
see
you
you
all.
again soon. Bye.